What's up, graphic designers? Today we're going to be creating PNG cutouts of LMU athletes so that we can create something that looks maybe a little bit like this Syracuse men's basketball poster or this Pitt poster. And to do that, of course, we're going to need to create selections, cutouts, silhouettes of athletes of our choice. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is check out the roster. So here we have boys baseball and girls softball. You'll notice that we've got columns for upper body and then the whole body, and let's distinguish the difference between the two. And so, for example, if I'm looking in this row right here, I can see that we've got Frank. I'm going to do upper body, and I'm going to type in Drozd, and we're going to hop on over here to the album. This image right here, this looks great. Critically, we're going to click the 3 vertical dots. We're going to select download. So now we got that high-res image. In Photoshop, we're going to click File, Open, and we'll find it in the Downloads folder, of course. I'm going to press Command plus just so we can zoom in for a little bit. And the next thing that we're going to do, always, is press Command J to duplicate. Then we're going to use the Object Selection tool, and I'm going to click once, and we're going to take a look, and it's working its magic. And here is what I know. I know that the glove is not included. And so what we're going to do is make sure that the Add to selection is highlighted. We're going to left click. And it looks like it is. And now take a look at this. If we apply a layer mask and we hold Option, we left click the layer mask icon itself, I can see when we zoom in that there's all these elements that we're going to have to fill in. But before we do that, what we're going to do is click Select and Mask. And the reason we want to do that is because if you look like along the perimeter right here, do you see how it's not crisp? It's not smooth. It's not well defined between the black and the white. Might be a little bit hard to tell right here, but what we're going to do right now is I'm going to press M, and we're going to press Select and Mask in the upper right hand corner. I know that in global refinements, what we're going to do is boost smooth, contrast, and drop shift edge. And I'm actually going to press cancel, and I'm going to hold Command. I'm going to do this one more time. So we're going to press M, making sure that Select and Mask is featured. Under global refinements, we're going to boost smooth, contrast, and then drop shift edge. And you can see that change happen in real time. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that looks so much better than before. That looks amazing, tremendous. I'm going to press Command minus to zoom out. And I know just looking at this that we're going to need to do a little bit of work right up here. So if I hold Option, click the layer mask, I can see that if we hide the background, yeah, we're going to need to fill in right here. But before we do that, I'm going to hold Command, left click the thumbnail of the layer mask one more time. I'm going to press B for brush, making sure that white is in the foreground. And we're going to brush all this in. This looks great. This looks tremendous. This makes life easier. Oh, okay. I like this. Tremendous. Okay. And before we do anything further, I'm going to hold Option, left click the layer mask, return. And now if I drop down to the background layer, unclick that lock, and press V3, 5, maybe 80%. I just want to see when we zoom in, like, what are the elements that we're going to need to include. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the layer mask above. I'm going to press B. And right click, hardness is at 87%. That's great. Okay, this looks tremendous. This looks amazing. And then what's happening over here? Okay, sure. And this looks good. This looks perfect. Press Command 0. Amazing. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to save this as a PNG, of course. So how exactly are we going to do that? That's a great question. We're going to go to the spreadsheet, and I can't help but notice it says player name cut out by your name, and then V1, V2, V3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click this cell right there, Command C, File, Save a copy. I'm going to change the format immediately from a JPEG to a PNG. I'm going to press Command V. I'm going to write cutout by Drozd V1. And we're going to save that as a PNG. You're going to call me over. You're going to say, Drozd, approval needed. And you're going to zoom in just so I can see. And, one other thing. If an individual needs a little, little touching up. So if they have like a blemish or something, what you could do is underneath the eyedropper tool, we've got the spot healing brush tool. What you could do is if you wanted to get rid of an element, making sure that you're not on layer mask, but on the image itself, you can just right click, and select the area, and we can eliminate elements that make sense to not include. But we do want to include those birthmarks for Frank. All right, I'm going to press Command 0. This looks great. You're going to let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.